Hey, what's happening, everybody? We here about to make it happen for the team. You the team, so let's make it happen. So look, man, this thing said adult dancer. Adult dance took his eye. Yo, why is like that? Why?
She's dancing and she's teasing me, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna definitely make.
He clearly ain't got an eye right now. So like, well, we ain't gonna say that. He got an eye patch on, but he said a dance took his eye out. So all right, so like that right there is crazy. That's why we here. $294,000. Boy, you came to this court for that? They about to give you $500 and a coupon to goddamn Best Buy or something, boy. What are you doing here? You gotta relax. You gotta know what you're doing. You came to the people's court? You tripping. All right. So he don't expect to win. Number one, this is outlandish because like he wilding. You know what I'm saying? $294,000. That's crazy. I feel like it was just like how you lose your eye at the club, you know what I'm saying, at the strip club, how you lose your eye. So like, was it like she had an infection and she twerked on your face and like it got in your eye? I need to know how this happened so I can avoid it. How you do this? You know? How does this even happen? Yo, for real though, how does this happen? Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're gonna make it happen for the team. You the team, so let's make this happen, man.
It rained on her. She kicks up on the pole and then boom, before I know it, a heel comes flying at my face.
No.
And then I kicked my leg up and went around, just like that.
Had he not been in the restricted area, he wouldn't have got hit in the eye.
You are asking this court to award you $294,000.
So the heel kicked him in the face, so he got hit with a heel. It wasn't even nothing too crazy. The heel and his eye came out from that. Bro, you got a duck.
This is a pretty devastating injury. It's hard to even get oriented in terms of where we are in the eye.
If the shoe fits, you'd get an acquit.
What? And he tried it. You get an acquit, bro.
Judge Gino Brogdon spent 10 years on the bench ruling on cases worth billions of dollars. Now he presides over some of the largest claims in TV history.
Oh, that's his thing.
This is Personal Injury Court.
Okay.
Good day, everyone. This is the matter of Moody versus Davis and Sugar Mamas. Mr. Moody, it's my understanding from the documents that you've submitted to the...
Wait, what? Oh, that's the name of the club, Sugar Mamas. Okay.
Court that you sustained a serious eye injury when you were at Sugar Mamas, which is owned by Miss Davis, and you are asking this court to award you $29,000 for past medicals, $15,000 for future medicals, $50,000 for lost wages, and $200,000 for pain and suffering.
All right, hold on. How much money you make a year before we give you this $50K? How long you been out of work? How much money you make? You know what I'm saying? Past medical expenses, $29. We could look at that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got receipts for that. Now there's $15 for future medical records, medical bills. The doctors told you that's how much it's gonna be. So the $29.15 is straight, right? $200,000 for pain and suffering. You wildin', bro. Nah, I'm not gonna say you wildin', but I'm gonna say you wildin' because I don't think I'm gonna punch you $200,000 for this situation. Now pain and suffering might give you a $50 for that. So I would let you come out here. You know what I'm saying? About 80, 90K. You know what I mean? That's me. About 80. I give you about 50 for the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got like embarrassed, you gotta tell me more, and I might boost it up. But right now, you leaving about 90 max.
For a total award of $294,000. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll take it down to 100. I'll take it up to 100,000.
He wasn't where he was supposed to be. He's responsible for his own injuries. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's get into the legal sauce. Mr. Moody, what brought you to the club this night?
Well, Your Honor,
that is not legal.
I've been working at a construction company for over 10 years. And I worked hard to elevate, and they finally acknowledged me to give me a promotion as project manager.
Congratulations.
Now, thank you, sir. Thank
you. Then you lost your eye.
Now, I was ecstatic because I worked so hard for this position that I had to call up my boys. And I was like, yo, I got the promotion. So what's good with the move for the night? They're telling us, go to the strip club. Let's celebrate.
What, 2, 3, 5, 6 guys?
It was 4.
It was 4 of you guys?
Yes.
Okay, everybody's going there to have a good time. You've been to strip clubs before?
Yes, I have.
So you knew what was happening. You knew what to do. I mean, you make it rain, right?
I was there to make it rain. Of course.
Drizzle.
Okay. How long have you been
Why
operating
she
this
hating
club?
like that?
Tell me about it.
Sugar Mama's Gentleman Club is a club that I started all by myself. When I first started, I had a table, 2 chairs, a boom box, and an iPod.
Yes, ma'am.
And with all of my hard work, dedication, and all the hard work of my beautiful young ladies that you see here, we have made Sugar Mama's expand and grow. I've been open over 10 years, Your Honor.
Congratulations.
They
Now,
was
how
not
many
there 10 years
exotic
ago.
dancers do you have?
Well, we have different shifts. So on any average shift, we have about 10 to 15 ladies.
Now, Miss Candy was the dancer, Miss Candy Parker.
Yes, that's correct, Your
Miss
Honor.
Parker, you remember this night?
I remember this night perfectly, Your Honor.
How long have you been an exotic dancer?
For almost over 7
that matter?
years now.
Now, I don't plan to dance.
Hold up. Why this stuff be mattering though? Like, he asking questions. I guess it matters, but to me it don't matter. Like, you asking questions about like how long you been here and why you doing this and like why that matter? But you know what I'm saying? I guess in the grand scheme of things it matter.
But tell me what's it involved?
It's just, a little grinding,
Whoa.
just a little tease, if you will.
So you're trying to get the customer to spend some money, right?
Exactly. More and more and more money. That's what it's about.
But I founded my club on the basis of burlesque dancing. There is an art form to what my beautiful ladies do. You can see her.
Is this burlesque dancing on the plasma here?
Oh yes, definitely, Your Honor.
But the ending is the same, right? The ladies are naked by the end, right?
Well, sometimes it's not about how you get, the end result, but more so about how you get to the end result.
I understand.
Wait, what?
Mr. Moody,
They naked or
tell me
not?
what happened.
I came into the club. Everyone knows me there. I'm a regular. Now, since
Hold
I
up,
was
you a
there,
regular?
we usually go to VIP.
And hold on, is he a regular at your
Oh,
club?
he's a regular so much, Judge, he probably could walk around my club blindfolded and not bump into the furniture.
But you want that, right? You
So
want the folks coming back.
So he don't need an eye. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he don't need the eye. He good.
Well,
That's
yes,
what
this
you're
is
saying.
true, but that just speaks more volume as to why he should have known the rules.
Correct.
All right, well, Mr. Moody, you're a regular there. You come into the club, your buddies are there, you're all getting ready to celebrate, then what happens?
Now,
doing
I
what?
made eye contact with Miss Candy. And Miss Candy made her way over. She was dancing, and at first, she was teasing me. Then after that, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make it rain on her. Next thing I know, she does this exotic move on the pole, and I was trying to follow her. And next thing you know, she kicks up on the pole, and then boom, before I know it, a heel comes flying at my face.
Her
Now,
shoe came off.
Her heel. Now, at this point, I'm like, I didn't even know how to react.
Did you know
No.
you'd been hit?
At this point, it happened so fast, before I could know it, like, blood is gushing everywhere. Blood is gushing on my hands, on the shirt that I wore, and that.
Yeah, that's y'all L, bro. Talking about a restricted area. That's kind of y'all L, bro. Yeah, that's y'all. Because even if he wasn't in the restricted area, he still could have got hit by the heel. That's y'all L.
That was an expensive shirt that I wore, and it got stained.
Now, that's not supposed to happen, is it, Miss Davis?
No, and it's never happened in all the years that Sugar Mama's has been open. It's never happened in all the years that you've danced, has it, Kitty?
No, it hasn't.
So when this happened, Miss Davis, what did you do?
We had to stop and clean up the mess.
It was a nasty scene in
Oh, once the lights came up, it looked like a horror movie up in there. And then, let's talk about all the money that I lost. As a matter of fact, Mr. Moody, you probably should be glad that I'm not suing you.
What?
Oh, yeah. For all the money that I lost that
So,
night.
Miss Davis,
Oh, the money.
Miss
All
Davis,
the money, yes.
you went right to the money. I mean, you
I
do.
mean, but that's what we
The
here
money,
for,
it's
right?
getting-
The money, because
oh,
this
okay,
is
hold
my
up.
club. This
Well,
is my
but
livelihood.
This is my eye.
But this is my job.
Miss Davis, what brought us here, though, is a patron was injured.
Hey, nigga said, wait, what? My eye, bro. Like, yo, he got a point. But that would be wild if you lose your eye and them sue you.
badly at your club. I mean, that's before the money, right? Doesn't that affect you somehow?
I mean, yes, it does, Your Honor. However, he was doing something he didn't have any business doing. So why am I supposed to be liable? I could lose my club.
I can lose my eye.
Why are you not investing
He's
in
speaking
tax liens?
facts.
No, seriously. Why are you not investing into one of the most incredible real estate strategies that...
Coming up.
When I was dancing, half of his body was on the stage.
When you at a strip club and the dancers are dancing on you, of course there's gonna be some form of body contact.
So nobody has any business being over in this area.
And then I kicked my leg up and went around.
And so that's when your shoe came off.
She was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
It's very difficult to do those tricks around that pole with shoes that don't fit correctly. If the shoe didn't fit, she would have had to quit.
Will he ever get his vision back?
With an injury like this one, I would say he would be very lucky to return to functional vision.
Damn.
Miss Candy made her way over. She was dancing, and at first, she was teasing me. And next thing you know, she kicks up on the pole, and then boom, before I know it, a heel comes flying at my face.
Her shoe came off.
Her heel.
Jeez.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Moody, you probably should be glad that I'm not suing you. What? Oh, yeah. For all the money that I lost that night?
Yeah, what was funny as hell. Yeah, what was funny.
Miss Candy, do you remember this?
What?
When I was dancing, Mr. Moody was half of his body was on the stage, like he was trying to put his paws, you know, all on the stage.
Now, are you supposed to touch the dancers?
When you at a strip club and the dancers are dancing on you, of course there's gonna be, in a sense, some form of body contact.
Yeah, but they got rules, right? Did y'all have rules?
Oh, there's rules. That's
Signs
fine.
that say no touching the dancers.
You know what? I don't care where you from north, south, east to west. Everybody knows you don't touch the dancers. And Mr. Moody definitely know the rules as many times as you've been in there.
Hold up.
And I know you can read.
Miss Davis?
Strip club's weird like that, cause he got a point. Like, how you dancing? You know what I'm saying? Don't touch the dancers, but I don't know. I remember going to strip club again when the first time I went to strip club. I'm like trying to be hands off, but I'm looking at everybody else smacking ass, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Am I doing this right? I ain't trying to get thrown out, but he got a point. You do touch the dancers.
I know this is important to you because your club is at stake.
Yes, I'm
But you
sorry.
gotta talk to me,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
So, Miss Candy, how did this actually happen?
Judge, would you like me to show you?
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you.
Yeah.
So I was going around the pole, and then I kicked my leg up and went around, just like that.
And so that's when your shoe came off.
Yes, that's when my shoe came off.
Okay.
But I didn't mean for it to happen, Your Honor.
You weren't intending to put his eye out.
Absolutely not, but he was leaning over. Had he not been doing that, it would have never happened, Your Honor.
Now, Miss Davis, you said something about him being in the wrong place. What do you mean by that? I didn't know there was a wrong place in an adult entertainment club.
Yes, Your Honor, there is. There is a
I never
restricted
heard that
area.
Explain the restricted area for me.
I have a diagram. Can I submit it to the court? Can
Yes,
I
ma'am. I saw that
She made this
diagram. We're
up.
going to put it up on the plasma here. You can use it to explain your club to me.
This is the stage here where Miss Candy and some more of the ladies were dancing at. Now, they were on the back pole, and Miss Candy was right here on this front pole. And as you see, all this area here is the restricted area that I was referring to. So nobody has any business being over in this area.
So Mr. Moody's in the restricted area?
Not only is he in the restricted area, but he's actually leaned over the stage too.
Do you remember that?
This is the thing. I
All
wasn't
right.
the only one that was there.
You're
There
the
was
only one I
plen-
remember being there.
Well, you're lying.
No.
Because
Whoa.
why would I just sit and place myself in just a restricted area if there wasn't other people there?
Next.
Hold up.
The VIP
Bro, you
booth-
sound crazy now. Now you sound crazy. You sound crazy. Like, why would I do it if other people wasn't doing it? Huh? That's her? That sounds
So
kind
on
of
the
crazy.
side. So he was
I ain't
being
gonna lie.
slick. When the bouncer would come
That come
tap
off
him,
kinda
he would
crazy.
walk back over to the VIP booth, and then he would sneak back to the restricted area.
The court consulted Dr. Lauren Yancey. She's an ophthalmologist. Have you ever testified in front of a stripper pole before?
This is definitely a first for me.
I'm not responsible, Your Honor. She was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
Miss Candy, what size shoe do you wear?
A 6.
This shoe says it's a 9.
Thinking about going solar, but not sure whether it's worth it for your home? Well, Before you
My
get
man about to
caught,
get some money.
And then I kicked my leg up and went around, just like that.
You weren't intending to put his eye out.
So nobody has any business being over in this area.
I wasn't the only one that was there.
You're the only one I remember being there.
Well, you're lying.
Well, you're lying.
So, Miss Davis, can people just sit in the restricted area, the customers?
No, there are signs that clearly say restricted area, keep out.
Did you see any of those signs?
With the ambiance and the light settings of the room, I don't remember seeing that.
Well, you knew you were in a restricted area, true?
Yes, Your Honor, but there was other people that were in that same restricted area
why
as well.
do you feel like the rules don't apply to you?
I get to ask the question.
I'm a regular.
I'm sorry.
I get to ask the
Your Honor.
question.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
But why do you think the rules don't apply to you?
Listen, Your Honor, I'm a regular. And it's so ironic, because they weren't complaining when I was throwing 20s and 50s in the G-strings.
Y'all had to know he
Somebody
was
said
in the
that's right.
restricted area, right?
As you can see, the VIP booths are on the side, so he was being slick. When the bouncer would come tap him, he would walk back over to the VIP booth, and then everybody would go on about their business, and then he would sneak back to the restricted area.
So you kept coming back, Mr. Moody?
I was not the only customer there, Your Honor. But yes, I did.
Mr. Moody, you were leaning over the dance floor. You're in the restricted area.
Well, yes, I
now
did.
You come and ask this court to give you your medical expenses of $29,000? What's life been like since you suffered this eye injury?
It's been horrible, Your Honor. I can't do anything that I love doing. I can't play hoops with my bros anymore. People, every time when I walk in public, they looking at me crazy.
How are you able to do your job? I see that you've submitted $50,000 in lost wages.
The whole promotion that I got, they had to put me on leave because they felt like I was not up to par for the job.
Well, to understand the nature of your injuries from a medical perspective, the court consulted Dr. Lauren Yancey. She's an ophthalmologist. Sheriff Matt, would you get Dr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I just want to say that it's not my fault. I do feel bad that he was injured, but it is not my fault. He needs to understand that there are consequences to his actions.
Ms. Davis, I get to decide whether it's your fault. I gotta ask you, have you ever testified in front of a stripper pole before?
This is definitely a first for me.
Please explain the nature of Mr. Moody's eye injury.
So this is just an external photograph of what we'll see to be more extensive injuries underneath the eyelid. This is a pretty devastating injury. It's hard to even get oriented in terms of where we are in the eye. But this is the patient's cornea right here, and we can see there's a marked laceration across the top that really is threatening vision emergently. So the first priority is to close this laceration that the patient has. And once we're able to restore that cornea back to its original location, then we're going to need to address the floor of the orbit, which is that bony structure.
Will he ever get his vision back?
With an injury like this one, I would say he would be very lucky to return to functional vision.
Dang.
Thank you, doctor. We appreciate you. You're released.
I'm gonna start crying right there.
Mr. Moody, I
site.
can't imagine what's going through your mind right now.
Who would have thought that going to the booty club I'd come out like this?
The more I look at this, it seems to me you've got to take some responsibility for this. Do you take some responsibility for this?
No, I'm not responsible, Your Honor.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, she was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
Well, how do you know that?
I know because I brought the shoe here today.
Well, let me see it.
Shoot a history, he had to
Sheriff Matt, will you get the shoe?
How would we say that? How do you know for
And
sure
I know
that's
it's
the
not
shoe?
your
though?
size, Sheriff.
No, it's a little small for me.
This is the shoe that went in your eye.
Yes, Your Honor. The shoe was too big for her foot. How else could the shoe come off?
These aren't supposed to come off, are they, Miss Davis?
No, Your Honor, they're not. It's very difficult to do those tricks around that pole with shoes that don't fit correctly. So if the shoe didn't fit, she would have had to quit.
I certainly understand that, but what we do know is the shoe did come off and it changed somebody's life. Miss Candy, were you wearing this shoe on that night?
I was, Your Honor. We share shoes all the time. We borrow each other's stuff. That's just common. That's just what we do.
Well, what we got to decide is if the shoe fits,
Nicki Minaj vibes,
you get an acquit.
You get an acquit.
Sheriff Matt, could you walk this over?
Oh, like real acquit this whole thing.
Miss Candy, I want you to try that shoe on.
That was nasty,
I
though. He
can't.
should
I
have
have to
said
take
that.
both my shoes off.
So
Get
does
up
it
to
fit?
6 accounts per household and unlimited DVR space included with YouTube TV.
Miss Candy, what size shoe do you wear?
A 6.
May I see that shoe again, Sheriff? This shoe says it's a 9.
Even if the shoe was big, if he hadn't have been in an area where he wasn't supposed to be, he wouldn't have got hit in the eye.
Folks, I think I've heard enough. I'm ready to render my decision.
It's a split. Both of y'all wrong. I say both parties wrong.
verdict
Give
is
them
in.
half.
You put up evidence that although you were close to the stage, you had no idea that your life was going to change.
should've
You
been like,
were
you know
going to
how many times
leave
I've been
there
close
with
to the
your buddies,
stage?
everybody having had a really good time. Instead, we're here. In this case, the devil is in the details. You told him, you put up signs, you put the restricted area there so he could see where he's not supposed to go.
Nah, bro, we can't do that. His eye, though. We just not wrong.
Because at the end of the day, she was wearing a shoe that wasn't her size.
This is the shoe that went in your eye.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if the shoe didn't fit, she would have had to quit.
She would have had to quit.
In every personal injury case, the plaintiff, you, Mr. Moody, have to prove 3 things. You've got to prove that Miss Davis and Sugar Mamas was wrong, that their wrong caused your eye injury. Here you've put up evidence that Miss Candy had a shoe on that came off and hit you in the eye. That's not supposed to happen. You put up evidence that although you were close to the stage, you had no idea that your life was going to change. You were going to leave there with your buddies, everybody having had a really good time. Instead, we're here, and you're asking this court for a lot of money for your injuries and lost wages. Miss Davis, Miss Candy, you all have been running a respectable establishment, a safe establishment, for a long time that you built from the ground up. But there are rules, and you enforce those rules. You put up signs, you put the restricted area there so he could see where he's not supposed to go. Here, though, there was evidence that you left him there for a while, which makes people comfortable to be there. In this case, the devil is in the details. The reality is that the shoe was too big, and that's what caused the shoe to come off. And that is why I find in favor of the plaintiff and against the defendant, I'm going to award you $29,000 for your past medical bills, $15,000 for your future medical bills, $50,000 for your lost wages, and $200,000 for your pain and suffering, for a total award of $294,000. That is my final verdict, and this matter is adjourned.
He got the whole thing, bro. Now she's ruined. Damn, you got the whole thing? The whole 300K? He ain't never gonna see that money, dude. Dang. Bro, the whole 300K is tough. Dang. Her business ain't worth 300K. She out of business, dog. So either she gonna have to sell it. She out of business. She gonna have to sell it or file bankruptcy. Yo. And stripper just gonna move on to a different strip club. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with her. That's crazy, dog. That was crazy. Now that was crazy. Hey, now if you still rocking with me and you watch this whole thing, you know, big salute to you. Make sure y'all give it a like, share, subscribe. Get it some views, you know what I'm saying? Share it and all that. Hit the like button. Because if this is something we want to do moving forward, you know what I'm saying? It get like 200 views or so, I'll, you know, do another one, you know what I'm saying? But yo, I can't believe he got the money. I did not think he was going to get that money, though. I did not. Hey, comment below if y'all thought he was going to get that money. I did not. I thought he was like slight type wrong. Like everybody was wrong. I would have gave him half. Like I said, I get 100,000. But dang, he was sympathetic to that eye. You never gonna get your vision back. I gotta give him some bread. Sheesh. She should have tried to smash or something. She was like, yo, you know what? Let me go over here. Candy should have been trying to smash Buddy with one eye. He wouldn't have sued. He wouldn't even sue. He wouldn't have sued. He wouldn't have sued. And she would have hit him up later on, like a week or so after that, said she was sorry and tried to throw something at him. He wouldn't have sued. But now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. She ain't got no $300. Hey, that $300 box is different. If she got a $300 box, that's different though. Hey, I'm wildin', man. I'm wildin'. Hey, we out, man. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications, man. We made it happen for the team, man. That was